Recording in progress.
Welcome to each of you this morning, wherever you might be in the world. Our mission here at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Augusta is to create a beloved community acting together with compassion, reason, and respect, empowering us to promote a just society. While we have no dogma, we do have 7 guiding principles to live by. Today's service will be particularly relevant to the 7th principle, respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are a part. Charles Darwin's life's work drove home the final phrase of that principle, of which we are a part. Obviously, we are meeting exclusively on Zoom today, which wouldn't be possible without the effort of our Zoom host, Reverend Nick Filson. He is giving our tech team a day off. If you're visiting for the first time, you're of course welcome, and please consider joining us in our beautiful sanctuary when we can safely return to hybrid worship next week. You can also stick around for a few minutes after the service today for some Zoom fellowship time if you feel comfortable doing so. Our church is an active community. Here are some of the activities coming up. Later today, 5 p.m., the Free Thinkers group will meet on Zoom with Moira Nonweiler leading the discussion on Pigouvian tax theory and modern monetary theory. Contact me for the Zoom link. Reverend Kim and Reverend Nick recently shared a youth ministry survey. If you're in grades 6 through 12, or if you are a parent of someone in that grade range, please take a moment to share your thoughts on youth activities at UUCA. We want to ensure we're doing what we can to serve the spiritual needs of everyone in the community, especially our youth. The link is being shared in the chat for easy access. The board has voted to return to hybrid worship next week. I know this comes as a huge relief for many of us. Masks will still be required, and if you're not feeling well, please join us from Zoom. With that decision, we're also able to hold the first meeting of Soul Circles, our new small group ministry program, on February 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. and continue on the fourth Thursday of each month through June. Over the last week, a sign up was shared on Realm, and this cool new program to build our community and deepen our faith. Doing so by sharing food, our stories, and some fun. If you haven't already signed up, I hope you will. So we can plan appropriately. We'll continue accepting responses to the sign up until 4 p.m. next Sunday. Reverend Nick is including the link in the Zoom chat now for easy access. Our first annual service auction and talent show, entitled Opening Night on Broadway, will be on Saturday, February 26th. This will be a time to come together and enrich each other's lives with donations and talent within our church. If you would like to participate in bringing this event to life, please contact Ray Randolph in person or on Realm. We have a good list of donations so far, but could use more. What skill, service, or wisdom can you offer that can help to support the mission of this beautiful community? Finally, I'd like to introduce our guest minister today. Reverend Dr. Neal Jones is a psychologist at the Pisgah Institute in Asheville. Born and raised in North Carolina, he earned his BA from Wake Forest University, his Master's of Divinity from Southeastern Seminary, and his doctorate in psychology from Baylor University. He has served as the minister of 5 congregations in North and South Carolina, Texas, and Pennsylvania. Most recently at Mainline Unitarian near Philadelphia, and at the UU Congregation of Columbia, South Carolina. He also serves as the chair of the National Board of Trustees of Americans United for Separation of Church and State. Reverend Dr. Jones teaches and practices a spirituality of personal wholeness, relational respect, and social justice. Now that we are fully enter this time of worship, may you have a moment to reflect on our place in the universe. May you get comfort from knowledge of our beginnings, and may this experience help you understand your place in the big picture. The Reverend Dr. Jones.
Thank you, Frank, and thank you, UUs of Augusta, for inviting me to be your guest this morning. I do look forward to when we all can meet in person again, which sounds like it may happen very soon. Our opening words come from former UUA President William Schultz, who said this: "This is the mission of our faith, to teach the fragile art of hospitality, to revere both the critical mind and the generous heart, to prove that diversity need not mean divisiveness, and to witness to all that we must hold the whole world in our hands."
Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Our opening hymn today is hymn number 298, Wake Now My Senses. We'll have the words up on the screen, and we invite you to sing from home. Wake now my senses and hear the earth call. Feel the deep power of being and all. Keep with the web of creation your vow, giving, receiving as love shows us how. Wake now my reason and reach to the new. Join with each pilgrim who quests for the true. Honor the beauty and wisdom of time. Suffer thy limit and praise the sublime. Wake now compassion and heed to the cry. Voices of suffering to fill the wide sky. Take as your neighbor both stranger and friend, praying and striving their hardship to end.
Now is the time when we come together every week to share those joys and sorrows that have come into our lives. We first remember those who can't be with us today. We also remember those in military service and their families. We also want to remember that today is, this weekend is a year since we lost Joey Traina. Please keep his parents, his son, his other families and friends in your hearts. If you wish to share a joy or sorrow, please raise your hand. I will recognize you and then remind you to unmute yourself. Then state what you wish to share and then mute yourself again. While we're waiting, I want to remind you that these are personal